Hi, Jayesh.
Hello, hi Annabel.
Nice to meet you today.
Thank you
for
much.
coming.
Nice to meet you. Yeah,
thank you.
It's really great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this. This
yes,
is awesome.
You're very welcome. It's a real pleasure to be here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always
You've been here
admired everything you guys do here. So
yeah, no, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So G Series 930.
G Series 1998.
1998.
1988.
1988.
Yes, apologies. Yes.
Yeah.
1988. So it's a 4-speed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Not the G50 gearbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've had it for about 6 years, coming up to 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And where did you get the car? What drew you to get in 930?
Do you know what? This is, I grew up in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and you know, and this was always a poster car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, the 930 Turbo in this color.
Yes. Yeah.
This was a poster car for me, and when I saw it for sale on Collecting Cars.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, it was
cool.
the first 930 Turbo that they'd sold.
Wow.
Back in like 2019
Yeah.
or something like that. They were quite new then. They were
Yes.
quite a new company.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, wow, this looks really great. Had a really good history. The previous owner owned it for 10 years.
Nice.
Really looked after it and used the car.
Good. Okay.
You know, he'd been all over Europe and everywhere in it.
Awesome.
So a really good owner.
Yeah.
So I thought, wow, you know, it's my opportunity to buy one of these, and so I did.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is this first Porsche?
No. So this came. I had a 993.
Nice.
Was my first Porsche.
Nice. Okay.
I had as my sort of daily driver for 7 years.
Okay. Awesome.
It was just my only car, daily driver.
Yeah.
Tiptronic.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
to drive into City of London.
Yeah.
So great car, and then I sold that because it was an old car.
Yeah.
It wasn't a classic when
No,
I sold
no.
it. It was
Yeah.
an old car, got nothing for it,
Oh.
and got into a 997.
Nice. Okay.
Which again was my everyday
yeah.
car.
Daily. Yeah.
And then the 997 was a Gen 1, so it developed
Okay.
the IMS
Okay.
problem.
Yeah. Okay.
And which really annoyed me because my true passion was classic cars. But I always felt that classic cars, you know, they could be troublesome, you know, so I didn't want to. I've had classic cars like a long time ago, but I didn't want to get back into it in case I had problems.
Okay.
But because the 997 gave me problems, I thought, right, that's it. So I got rid of the 997 and I bought a 1965 Mercedes 300 SE Coupe.
Cool. Okay.
Which is a bit odd, you know. It's like, okay, I'm going from that to like real extremes.
Yeah.
And I within a week, I realised this can't be my only everyday car.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I bought it for. I don't know what I was thinking,
Yeah,
but it was completely ridiculous. I mean,
all right.
so I had to then go and buy a second classic car,
Okay.
which was a Mercedes 450 SL.
Okay. Nice.
420 SL.
Okay. Yeah.
Which definitely can be used as an everyday
That is an everyday
driver.
Yeah.
So that's how I
Okay.
got into, you know, all this.
So it started with Porsche. So it started with a 993.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've had this for 6 years.
Yeah.
What modifications have you done to it? I've noticed a little something down here.
Yeah. So that's yes. So I haven't done anything to the car.
Yep. Okay. So you
so
bought it with it like this.
I've bought it exactly as it is.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I've done literally nothing with the car at all.
Okay.
So it was already lowered.
Yeah.
And it's got this non-standard. I think it's called a Fab Speed.
Yeah.
Dual exhaust.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's very.
Which sounds
great.
really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
It kind of sounds more V8ish.
It does. Yeah.
Else.
No, I heard you turning up earlier,
Yes.
and I was like, oh.
And the previous owner had those put in and had the car as he wanted it.
Yeah.
And I like it as it is. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great, and it sits really well. I really
Yes.
like. Yeah. It's not been lowered too much, but it sits. Yeah. It sits
No,
really
and
well.
actually it rides really well.
Yeah.
So when I first bought the car, part of the sale terms were that the car had been booked into center gravity. For a full geometry.
Yeah.
And I never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
No. Okay.
But you know, the guy said to me that, look, it's been booked in, it's been paid for.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, like $1.5 plus.
Yeah.
If you want to take it, you can.
Yeah.
So when I drove the car initially, I thought, wow, this is not great, you know.
Okay.
It was kind of felt a bit dangerous.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't really feel in control of the car.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I took it to center gravity, and they did their magic.
They
and
are magic.
literally, you know, going there was one car,
Yeah.
and coming back was an entirely different
Yeah,
car.
yeah, yeah.
And I loved it from that very second that when I started driving it back. I knew this is a
it.
great car
Yeah, yeah.
because it's been set up
Yeah.
exactly as it should have been.
Yeah, yeah. And they
So-
did that. So they did that just as you got it, basically, or just
Yeah, it was
nice.
within first 2 weeks of owning the car.
Yeah,
Because it'd been booked, literally, it'd been booked in,
yeah. That's great. I was very, very lucky as well.
which was really great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have appreciated the car for what it is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
so,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah. yeah, for sure. Okay. And have you taken this abroad yet? Or have you,
No.
Do you do much abroad driving?
I don't actually.
Okay, okay.
The only time I've been abroad was I have a Lancia Fulvia,
Okay, cool.
1973 or something like that.
Nice.
And a friend and I, with our wives, we went on a tour of Tuscany.
Oh, lovely.
And that's the only time
That's
that I
great.
thought we both took. He's got Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, yeah.
So we both
The
took
Italians
Italian
back to-
classic cars.
Yeah.
And you know, it kind of could have been really horrific because it was in the summer, no air conditioning. You know, 1970s classic cars, Italian classic cars.
It was all good.
It was perfect. It was great. No problems whatsoever.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
we were
that's
really lucky.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what would you say is your most memorable drive in this car? Coming back from centre gravity.
Yeah, actually, but no, I mean, I haven't been really long distances in the car.
Okay.
So, for example, coming to Bicester Heritage, coming to here, it's about an hour's drive for me.
Okay,
On the
that's
A40.
nice. Perfect.
And it's actually a really great drive.
It is a good
You know,
drive,
so
yeah.
I do actually enjoy that because it's an hour that you can really enjoy the car.
Yeah, yeah.
And then an hour back.
Yeah.
I've been to Goodwood.
Yeah.
Which is a couple of hours, 2 hours drive.
Yeah, yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
that, you know, once you get off the motorways and all that, the back roads
They're great.
through Peter Sherman and all
Yeah.
that are fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's more those sort of trips that I've been
Okay,
on.
okay.
You know, so like an hour, 2 hour trips.
Yeah. Okay.
Going to Goodwood, coming to here, Bicester Heritage, that sort of thing.
Okay, cool. And is this the only Porsche that you've got at the moment, or have you got any?
No. So I have an addiction for it is.
Well, the first step is admitting
It's
it.
admitting it, you know, that's absolutely right,
Exactly.
yeah. So no, I have an addiction for classic cars generally.
Okay.
Okay, and but I love Porsche as a brand. I think
Yeah.
they are absolutely the best. So I would always recommend, if anyone asks me, like, I need to buy one car,
Yeah.
I would say, look, have a look at the Porsche range.
Yeah.
And
There's
find,
everything.
You know, there's
Yeah,
everything.
there's
There's a car
everything.
for everyone.
There is.
Right?
There
So,
really is. No, it's
so no, so
wonderful.
I love Porsches, but so currently I have quite a few.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Okay, too many to list.
too many to list, yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
a lot from collecting cars, actually.
Yeah, that's
I tend
great.
to buy them from on their site.
Okay, cool.
So recently I bought a 964 Turbo.
Nice.
3.3.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
With upgrades. With upgrades.
I'm going to ask the girly question. What color is it?
It's cobalt blue.
Oh, nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
nice.
With a grey interior.
Nice. Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
really
yeah.
lovely combination.
I like that.
Top condition car.
Okay.
It's really good.
Awesome.
You know, people will say, buying at auction,
Yeah, yeah.
buying blind.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on the owner, the previous
Yeah.
owner, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think
And
collecting
if-
cars are very good anyway. They're they're not gonna.
You know, so I got lucky with that. That's a really nice car. Then I bought 930 Turbo convertible,
Nice.
which is a G50,
Okay. Yeah.
original G50,
Nice.
which has then been roofed up.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's got a roof 3.4 BTR engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So that's
sounds
really
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
So I had some roofs previously.
Okay. Cool.
And
awesome.
which I sold during COVID.
Okay.
And because I thought the world was going to collapse.
Yeah, I think we all did.
So I got rid of some cars, which I really shouldn't have.
It's all right. Well, now you've got room for more.
yeah. So when I saw this roof for sale, I thought, I've got to get my roof back.
Yeah.
You know, it was not that I didn't own that one, but but it's a roof. So
Yeah. Oh,
so I'm trying to
awesome.
get the interior done on it because I don't normally tinker around with the cars.
No.
So usually I'll buy a car that I like it as it is.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do anything to it.
Yeah.
But this particular roof, it's a beautiful color. It's like a burgundy. I forget the exact color, but
Okay.
it's a original
Yeah.
Porsche color.
Okay. Nice.
And so I want to do the interior
to
So
match.
it's a bit kind of
contrast.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. I'm loving the interior in here.
Yes.
I'm going to go around. Do you mind if I have a little sit in it?
Please
Is that
do. Yeah.
okay?
No. Please
Okay,
do.
great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm loving the piping.
Yeah. That was all as it came again.
Awesome.
It's a it's done what 135,000 miles.
Yep.
And it's in really good condition. It's a driver's car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is.
It's
the position's great
it's
as
not
well.
perfect, but
it's good.
It's something that you can just get out and drive and
Yeah.
not worry about.
No, it's great. It's great. I love the smell.
Yes, thank you. That must be my aftershave. Is it? Do you mean the car as well?
I mean, I think it's the car.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Unless you've got that old car smell bottled up, then send me the link because I need
We
that.
often thought about it, even like cigars. I love cigars. I don't smoke, but I love the smell of cigars.
Yeah, me too.
And you think, God, why can't you buy that?
Oh, I really like this. I can see myself in here.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is a nice car. Yeah, and it's all very, everything's still, it doesn't look like it's done 130 whatever odd thousand miles.
No, exactly.
Still pretty perfect in here.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Which is, again, a credit to the previous owner. I've done about 5,000 miles in the car during my ownership, so that's not a lot.
No.
But because there's nothing to do with the car. It's just I have to drive the other cars. So.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Oh, awesome. No, I really, really like that. Oh, okay. Try and get out of there.
Yeah.
Don't want to get out.
No, it is and it's really comfortable actually.
It is. No, the position, the seats, the way that they hug you with the bolsters, it's a very nice place to be.
Yeah, you were asking earlier if I've been on any long trips, and I could easily take this to Scotland, for example. I organise trips for my friends.
Oh, cool.
So we organise, we go to Scotland usually once a year.
Okay, cool.
So we're going again in June.
Oh, nice time, good time of year.
Absolutely, yeah. Always go before while the kids are having exams.
Yes,
that's the key.
Quiet time.
Yeah. So this is under consideration. I haven't decided which car I'm going to take.
Okay.
Probably the 964 Turbo.
Yeah.
But
is that the newest? Is that the latest?
I
latest
think
Porsche
I had a no. I've bought. I think after that I bought a few after that as well. So 990. I love 996s.
Yeah. Okay.
Contrary to popular.
No, 996s are great. They're a great car.
Do you know I bought a 996 C2.
Yeah.
So a very ordinary C2.
Yeah.
Very early. So I think it's like 1998. So it's got the cable throttle thingy, and it's a C2 3.4 because it's early car.
Okay, yeah.
And it's got a factory aero kit.
Oh, nice.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I bet it does.
With the aero kit, it looks like a GT3.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But it drives so well, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just a really great car. I don't think I could ever sell that car.
No. Okay.
And I've taken that to Scotland.
Yeah.
I had just the most wonderful drive. So I think 996s are grossly underrated, actually.
Yeah. I think they're getting there. I think people are starting to understand and learn that those are the next. Yeah.
I actually love the design of them as well. So I bought. So the reason I'm saying that is because I recently bought a few more 996s. So it's a 996 Turbo S.
Yeah. Okay.
Manual.
Nice.
Which is super rare.
Yeah. You don't. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 996 CSR, which is an RPM Technic. Do you know RPM Technic?
I know RPM Technic. Yeah.
They're very nice guys. Actually, I bought one of my earlier my first classic Porsche. It was a 3.2 Carrera.
Okay.
Which I bought from RPM Technic.
Okay, cool.
So this is nice to buy the CSR, which is something that they produce. They
so it's something of their own. Forgive me, I don't know what.
No. So they. Okay. I don't either actually. But RPM Technic are very good. So they're really good guys. So I thought, okay, well, if this is their upgrade, So it's like, okay, I'll have that.
Yeah. I want the upgrade, the RPM Technic upgrade for sure.
Yeah. But it's a great car. Driving it again, it's really fun. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's like whatever they've done, it's good.
Yeah.
Did I mention to you that I'm not at all technical? That's it.
It's okay, neither am I. I won't tell anyone. Oh, God. Okay, cool. So you've got a bunch of 996s.
Yes.
You've got the 964, you've got the 930. And so you've still got the roof. What was that again? It was
Yeah, that was a 930 turbo as well.
930 turbo. Okay, yeah,
But
okay.
with the G50 gearbox.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and the gearboxes are very different.
Yeah.
So this
Four-speed.
4-speed compared to the G50 5-speed.
Yeah.
They are really different animals because, and initially, you know, this gearbox takes a bit of getting used to. It took me a bit of getting used to.
Okay.
But I realized that it's not one of these gearboxes that you shift quickly into, like,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not that.
You've got to
leisurely
yeah.
caress it
Yeah.
into gear, and that way it's very happy,
Yeah.
and you get a much better use out of it.
Yeah.
And also, but the gears are very long.
Okay.
So you don't actually
Yeah.
have to change gear very often.
No.
You could be in second gear for up to like 70 miles an hour. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, so you don't need to go.
Yeah. So
you know?
no aggressive driving.
No.
No.
It's and that's what's great about it.
Yeah.
And actually, even coming here today, I probably shouldn't be saying this on camera, but
Say it.
but when you get to higher speeds,
Yeah.
and then you press the accelerator and you go to even higher speeds, all within legal limits.
All within
of
legal
course,
limits, of course.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you just get that sudden boost and whoosh, you know, even at higher speeds. So it's great. It's a fun car.
No. Oh, I want to drive it now.
You're welcome to, yeah. You're welcome to.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. So no modifications on it. You're not going to do. I mean, you don't need to do anything to this anyway. So that's perfect.
No. I'll just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you gonna bring this to Megaphonics?
But I don't know actually. I have brought it to Megaphonics
you
before.
brought this one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
which
yeah.
is which
Okay.
is
Oh,
where
the sticker.
I got my
Yeah.
Boxengasse sticker there.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the original one of the, I think it was the first Megaphonics.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to upgrade that.
So
You know?
this came to the very first Megaphonics.
Yeah.
This also came on the collecting cars stand at a previous Megaphonics.
Okay. Yeah.
I think 2 years ago.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, it was there. They invited me, and you know, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Oh,
But
that's nice.
yeah, look, if you invite me, I'll come anywhere. So
You're always invited. Have you got any other events that you're going to do this year? Anything automotive?
Lots. Yeah, it's all started. I'm
Yeah.
really pleased to, you know, the whole car season's
It's
kicked
happening,
off already.
I know.
So there are so many. We're really lucky, you know, in this country that we
are.
have so many classic car events going on all the time.
Every week, every other day, it seems as well. You look
Yeah,
online,
literally-
there's always
literally,
something somewhere in the UK.
You'll find stuff, you know. And so last weekend on Saturday, I was at Tom's event.
Oh, cool.
At Hexagon Classics.
Nice.
Which is it was one of my favorite events, monthly events. So that was really nice. and then on Sunday I was at Wimbledon Southside Hustle.
Yeah,
which is a really great gathering.
Yeah, I've never done that, and I used to live in London, and I used to always see it. I never made it down for
it's
some reason.
huge.
Yeah,
It's huge. You have to be there. You have to be there like at 7:30 in the morning.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
So yeah, so there's all that kind of stuff, and then I'm part of the Mercedes-Benz Club as well.
Yeah.
And I organise a monthly meeting at the Ace Cafe in Wembley.
Nice. Okay.
So that was on Monday.
Yeah.
So you know, it's always I'm here today. So it's great,
Always
just
got
getting to meet people
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
friends and
For
drive
sure.
the cars. You know. So
Yeah.
that's my passion. So
No, it's
I
awesome.
love it. Yeah.
It's awesome. And now, if I want to have a look at these cars, you mentioned you maybe have something on Instagram. I can have a look at all your bits.
Yeah.
All
So
your
I keep a diary.
Okay.
So it's actually called Classic Car Diaries.
Oh,
on
cool.
Instagram. Yeah,
That's a good handle.
Yeah, you know,
Nice.
I started it like 10 years ago when all this madness kicked off.
Yeah.
And when my 997 broke down.
Okay.
So
So is that all on there?
That's about 12 years ago.
Gosh.
So
okay.
yeah, so I've been collecting cars since then.
Yeah.
And I never intended. It wasn't like a dream of mine to one day I'll have a collection of cars or anything like that.
Okay.
I've always loved classic cars, so I always thought I'd have a classic car.
Yeah.
But it just snowballed out of control, and
These addictions.
yeah, honestly, it really is. It is an addiction, and you know. But I'm really grateful for it. You know, that I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I see myself as, you know, I'm enjoying these now, and
Yeah.
then you know, in the future, they'll be enjoyed by somebody else. You know,
Of course.
So, yeah.
So what got you into classic cars? What kind of was it? Yeah. What started you?
I was born in Kenya.
Okay.
And my uncle was a rally driver in Kenya.
Cool.
Right? So, you know, and my aunt.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And my aunt used to pick me up on occasion from school in the rally car.
Okay. Wow.
So, I mean, come on, you know,
That's
if
so
that is
cool.
not going to get into your blood, you know, so.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it was really, I had a really great upbringing,
Yeah.
and then so I carried on following the World Rally Championship when we moved to the UK.
Okay, yeah.
I used to follow it. I was like a proper geek, proper nerd. I used to have scrapbooks.
Wicked.
It was everything.
still
I
got
used to
those.
do you know what? I should have them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've accidentally
Probably in a
left them
box
at a
somewhere.
charity shop somewhere. No, because I boxed them all up and I can't find the box. But I have to go through
you
it.
still got the memories.
Yeah.
Still got the memories.
And my other uncles and my dad, my late father, he was always he was a Mercedes man.
Yeah, okay.
So he always had the latest Mercedes, and so we were, as kids, we were always lucky enough to drive around in these cars, you know. So
wicked.
yeah, we've always had cars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So that's how that's where my passion's grown. So.
Yeah, it's a great place for it to start. I just can't believe you got picked up from school in a rally car.
Yeah, it's insane. Actually, we were at her. She just turned 70 recently, my aunt, and I was reminding her about that, and she said to me, because I was only 8, so I didn't know the backstory.
Yeah.
But she said, there was a military coup that had happened, that had been announced. So I thought, right, I need to get you out of school and get you back home.
Quick.
Yeah. So she brought the rally car. So it's like, this is madness.
That's awesome. Oh, but okay.
So when there's a military coup, you need a rally car.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I love that. Oh my God. Oh, that's wonderful.
So I had no idea, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, Jayesh, well, thank you so much for coming in and telling me
You're
these
very
wonderful
welcome.
stories. This has been awesome and really, really nice to get to meet you.
It's my pleasure, and you as well. It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
You
so
don't
much.
look anything like Frank, so.
I'm working on it. Thank you so much.
It's been great. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.